That jet's about $50 million. Wow. Yeah.
My goal is to meet as many people on this planet as possible, people that are positive, people that have more time to create than to be critical, more time to hustle than they have to hate, and they want to actually add strategy and techniques that are proven to grow their business so that they can take care of their family and their church.
Grant Cardone, Elena Cardone in studio with us right now. Thank you for joining us here on the Kris Fade Show. Appreciate it. I just, before we get into the business side of things, can I just talk about that jet? Because obviously everyone does, and
you love that jet.
Man,
you gotta go somewhere with us.
But look at that offer. But it's an investment, right? You say instead of buying a house, buy a jet. That's what you say.
Yeah, but
right.
that's a little bit of a
exaggeration.
Is that a stretch?
It makes you money.
The point of that was nobody's going to come to my house and give me money. My jet can get me to a deal. It can get me to a contact. It can get me to Dubai.
Which it did.
Get me on the Kris Fade Show.
Yeah.
What jet is it?
My house will not do that.
I love that.
Gulfstream 550.
And I mean, and when you buy a jet, where do you go? You go to a jet show, or you go to jet?
No,
You go to Gulfstream.
You call Gulfstream up and you say, "Can you get me a jet?" And they told me, they said it was December 14th, 2 years ago, year and a half ago, and they said we don't have anything for 18 months.
Because they only do custom builds.
Yeah.
So you custom built your own jet?
No. What I did was I wired them a check.
They said
And
they
I
had
said, find
nothing
me a
available.
jet. Find me a jet. And he called me back 12 minutes later and he says, "You just sent us a check for the whole thing. I just found you a jet."
Wow. Money talks.
Money talks.
Money talks.
Money talks.
Can I ask how much the jet was?
That jet's about $50 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
That's awesome.
So
But
the demo plane that they use to show people around the world is the one that we ended up getting. Brand new, beautiful.
Here's
It's
the rule.
gorgeous, yeah.
Here's the rule for everybody out there trying to get your money right. The rules on spending money on dumb things, because a jet is a dumb thing. Any way you cut it, makes sense of it, it's still a dumb thing. Don't spend money on dumb things until you can pay for it twice in cash.
Okay.
What?
That's
Number
a good
two.
rule.
Number two.
Twice in cash from what? From passive
number two.
income.
Yeah, just hang on a second. I'll get there. Number two, it has to come from passive income, not earned income. Passive income from your investments. And number three, you still need to admit that it was a dumb thing.
So just know it's a dumb thing going into it.
Yeah.
So you must be able to. You don't buy something unless you can afford to buy it twice in cash.
That's right.
In cash flow.
Cash flow,
From your
not
passive income, not your earned
income.
That's the key.
That's an eye opener.
Yeah.
Elena, you were boss lady as well. You were up on this stage. You were now, you're an author. You've done a lot in your life. How is it from a, I know that, Grant, you speak to everybody, male and female, but I feel like the men are like with you, like, yeah. Oh, from a woman's perspective, from a boss lady, you must be opening up a lot of doors for young women as well, wanting to achieve their success.
Yes, absolutely. And, I want to open the doors for women that might not find Grant on their own because he is so powerful and masculine and wonderful. But I'm now venturing out, trying to open up the doors for women, which with under the umbrella to put them all on to Grant eventually with Cardone University and Cardone Capital and Cardone Ventures and all the 17 companies. I can't even keep track anymore because I know that his information has not only helped me, but I've actually witnessed it helped multiple people across the globe. So I want to open those doors for women to have access to him that might not find him
I
on
married
their
her
own.
17 years ago to help me with women.
Actually 15, but who's keeping track?
It was a business asset. How many years ago?
15.
It feels like 17 though
Yeah,
for
I know.
Grant,
That's
okay?
scary.
I would have married her the first time I met her.
Oh, that's so
True story.
sweet.
Where'd you guys meet?
L.A. She was on a commercial shoot. A buddy of mine was shooting a commercial.
He was the director, his buddy.
I wanted, first night I was in L.A. I moved to L.A. from San Diego to meet my wife, and I met her 15 minutes after I was there.
Oh, wow.
She wouldn't go out with me for 13 months. 26 phone calls I had to make.
He left. He called
26.
me. He called me twice a month, every month for 13 months, and left a message on my answering machine with 0 return phone calls.
That's persistence.
That's persistence.
It's cash flow.
It's cash flow.
Follow up.
It's good on you. Good on you. I think we could chat to the guys for hours. Did you want to ask something,
Yeah,
Freddie?
I read something, and you let me know if it's true or not. You said one of your biggest regrets was traveling taking a year off to travel? Is that still true?
No, I think I said.
Because I read that and I was like,
I have a lot of regrets. Traveling's not one of them.
Okay. I just wanted to clear that because I was reading
not going bigger. I should have gone bigger younger.
We should have traveled sooner and met more people of the world and really seen for ourselves the value of observing people around the world, that not just from the idea that you have of certain parts of the world, but people around this globe are incredible. It's really impressed me.
Just quickly as well, 10X is such a big, it's like it's the slogan, it's the 10X. People are screaming out. You were selling out arenas.
It's a movement, man.
What was the footage that I see?
35,000 people.
35,000 people paid good money.
That was a baseball stadium in Florida, in Miami.
And I'm sure people are like, oh, this guy thinks he's going to fill out 35,000 people.
On Super Bowl weekend, the biggest sporting event in America. I rented Marlin Stadium.
You rented the stadium?
The entire place.
For 3 days. 3 days.
Derek Jeter's the owner of it. I said, hey, I need this stadium. How much is it? He's like, what weekend? I said, it'll be available, trust me. He said, what weekend? I said, trust me, it's available, Derek. Okay? And he's like, what weekend? I said, Super Bowl weekend. He's like, oh my God, why would you do that? And I said, because nobody else will. So I said, my only competition will be the Super Bowl. And we put 30, it holds about 29,000, and we put 35,000 in it.
And then you're on the stage and just giving the wisdom that you guys are sharing with us right now, which we've been talking a lot off the radio about real estate and cash flow and this. And this is what people they're taking down their notes, they're learning, they're embracing. It may be only one certain thing that you say that can change someone's life, which I think is super, super cool and important. You're doing another one in Vegas coming up. Rick Ross, you've got performing.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson, the great NBA, one of the greatest NBA players of all time.
Oh, yeah.
More names are releasing.
Super businessman, by the way. That guy has done multi-billion-dollar deals multiple times.
Really?
Yeah, amazing businessman.
Super
So
cool.
what we do is we put together a list of people that we think support this expansion. 10X is a multiplier. It's how fast can you grow something? Because if you don't 10X, you're going to end up not growing enough to get ahead. And that's what so many people are doing incorrectly today on this planet, is they're trying to make little incremental growth, and they get beat down by little disappointments and discouragements. The old 2 steps forward, 1 step backwards doesn't really get anybody ahead.
We can talk for ages more.
Listen, no matter if you're a CEO or you work it as a graphic designer or an architect, you may be the janitor, whatever it is, get on Instagram and follow these guys, Elena Cardone and Grant Cardone, because I don't even know how I came across you guys, but I just pressed that follow button, and ever since then, there are certain things that I have just taken away from just seeing you guys on social. Little things, little things that you guys say, which really does change someone's life. So I advise you guys to go and do it. We want to say thanks. I know you're super busy. Thank you for spending the time with us here on Virgin Radio this morning.
10X everything.
Oh, so fun. Thanks for having me.
You are 10X, by the way.
10X, man.